if you guys can tell, I'm letting myself tanner marinate right now. It looks pretty decent, you know what I mean? But I look a little bit crazy. Either way, self-tanner or not, we have to talk about stuff. Hi everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, I wanted to kind of do a little casual, quick Monday post where I am actually reacting to the Poppi founder's response. So if you guys here for the previous situation, I made a video diving into Poppi and the issues when it comes to their marketing. Now, if you guys, again, do not know about the situation, go watch that video real quickly and then hop back on over here. Quick summary, Poppi decided to create a marketing campaign that was very heavily around influencers, and I was a part of the conversation that called it out. Anyways, it blew up. I saw that there were some articles even posted up about it, and Poppi's founder finally responded to what I had to say about everything. So I wanted to kind of make a little short reactionary video discussing my own feelings behind it and how I still think that this is just not exactly an appropriate response and how I do think that it could still be better. So before we hop into today's video, buckle up, grab a snack, get ready. And speaking of snacks and yummy things, I want to quickly take a moment before we get into today's video to thank the sponsor of today's video. Let's talk about Wild Grain. Well, hi everyone, we're in my kitchen right now and I really quickly want to talk to you about my monthly subscription that I get from Wild Grain. Some of us may enjoy monthly books, some of us may enjoy trying a bunch of different things. I'm someone who's gonna love trying new bread and baked goods. So let me introduce you to Wild Grain. So if you guys don't know, Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box. They have sourdough, artisanal pastries, and fresh pastas. Wild Grain partners with small business bakers and pasta makers across the country to keep the tradition of artisanal and nutritious food alive. Every one membership purchased, 4 meals are actually donated to the Greater Boston Food Bank, so you're giving back to the community. And for those of you who want to enjoy baked goods and you are gluten-free, for example, you can get plant-based options and gluten-free options, completely customizable to what you are feeling every single month. So let me show you what I have in this box, and then I'm gonna bake something up real quickly for y'all. First things first, we have sourdough bread. They also sent me some churned French butter, this rigatoni pasta. If you guys have ever had a vodka sauce with rigatoni pasta, that is one of my favorite pastas to make, hands down. We also have some Parmesan herb biscuits. I have some chocolate croissants over here, giant snickerdoodle cookies. And then last but certainly not least is a classic croissant, which is actually what I'm gonna pop in the oven real quickly. So we're gonna use the magic of editing and I will bring you back when you guys can see the croissants done. Look at this masterpiece. I'm a bit of a messy eater, guys, my bad. Phenomenal. So quick recap on Wild Grain. 1, you get a bunch of tasty treats every month that you can completely customize according to what you're feeling. And you're also supporting small businesses and responsible sourcing. So if you guys want to go check out Wild Grain today and start your subscription, you guys can go to the link in the description below or pinned comment and use the code Isabella to get $30 off of your first box. And you guys can get free croissants for life with your membership. Thank you so much to Wild Grain for sponsoring today's video. And now let's get into it. So like I said previously, Poppi actually decided to respond to the entire situation that was blowing up all over on TikTok, and I had a ton of people sending it to me, tagging it to me, and I know I slightly responded on TikTok as well, which I'll have a little bit of a clip pop up here once I'm done reacting, but I had a lot more than I wanted to say, and I didn't think it would be enough to talk about in just a TikTok alone, so that's what we're reacting to.
Okay guys, I just got back and I've been hearing a lot of negativity, and so I wanted to get on here and chat with you guys directly. I've always been on here sharing my authentic thoughts with you. And it would be very unlike me and Poppi to not just talk about this head on with all of you and all the social conversations going on. So first of all, I want to say I hear you. And there's a lot of misinformation being spread out there by one of our competitors.
First problem that I have with this entire response video is when you up on the internet, the biggest things that I see a lot of people talk about that they do not like when someone responds back to a backlash they're receiving is lack of accountability, too many excuses, and focusing on the wrong things. And I think right now we're already kicking it off where I wasn't a big fan of the founder immediately talking about a competitor right now. While yes, you could talk about a competitor later on, we're not here for that. That was not the original issue. And I think that this is kind of distracting everyone from the real problems that people had. The fact that there's such a heavy focus on influencer marketing and not marketing that's even fun and targeted to the everyday average consumer. Now, by the way, they are referring to Olipop, who talked about how it was allegedly like $25,000 per vending machine. I don't give a shit about that personally. That's not something that I care about. That's not my focus right now. And even if that number is wrong, you can correct it later. But the biggest thing you need to do when you screw up as a company is acknowledge where you've screwed up and not focus on what the competitor said. Talk directly to the people. Talk exactly how you would want to be addressed if someone wronged you. Now, I'm not saying the company just deeply wronged everyone, but if people have a bad taste in their mouth from their marketing, this isn't how you should be responding. We hear you, and we're also hearing like really stupid things from Olipop, essentially. That's not what anyone wants to hear.
From our plans to the price tag of $25K, which is not what it costs, and that is not true.
So to pause that right here, I actually looked at the comments section because I wanted to see if there was ever an actual legit correction of the number. So Poppi responded and said that the number, the 25K, apparently that was 60% more than what the actual machine costs. I didn't give a if it was a $3,000 machine. You sent a several $1,000 customized machine to a content creator for just the weekend, and your Super Bowl ad was literally dedicated to just marketing off around utilizing influencers. Now, and this is what pisses me off so much, is like, again, we're completely forgetting the actual issues that many people have had when it comes to the Poppi marketing. It's one thing if there was influencer marketing and then marketing that was connecting to consumers, but when I see that you're dropping what, $18 to $24 million on a Super Bowl ad that literally has strictly influencers practically, just from what I could see, and then we have mainly only influencer marketing, yeah, people are going to get tired of that, because what the hell did you do to connecting with people? I know she's going to get into how she's going to connect with her audience members, but this still, to me, this is still a bunch of bullshit. You had millions of dollars to do something amazing, and you fucked up royally. Like, to me, this is such a waste of money. Taking accountability is not, well, I mean, like, I fucked up, but Olipop, girl, enough with that.
This vending machine campaign, it was put in place to bring awareness to the biggest soda moment of the year, the Super Bowl.
I get that. I register that, okay? I have 2 brain cells that kiss on the regular at the bare minimum, okay? I know what that was. The problem is you're not registering that level of influencer marketing with dumping thousands and technically millions of dollars into only utilizing influencer marketing is stupid. It's genuinely not smart, and people are getting tired of it. Now, again, like I said, stay tuned, because I am going to be making a deep dive into the influencer brand trips, like Tarte Cosmetics, for example, because there is a level of this stuff that is excessive. Now, I'm not in any way saying that influencer marketing is not effective. It is very effective, and I love it. I buy from my favorite creators all the time. I totally do. But there needs to be a balance. And that's what pisses me off, is we're literally completely going this way, not thinking about the actual problem. I'm not saying get rid of influencer marketing. I'm saying have more of a balance. Okay? No one's shitting on just influencer marketing. They're shitting on the fact that that's the only focus that you have. And by the way, random thing that I want to throw out there, I actually had someone email me. It was an anonymous source, but I can't exactly give too many details, but they informed me that they had connections to someone on the Poppi team, allegedly, and how a lot of their marketing is heavily focused on influencers, and there hasn't really been as much of an effort remotely compared to money dumped into influencer marketing. And I'm like, see, I know, take that with a grain of salt. That is all alleged, but I wouldn't be surprised, because all their marketing I see right now is heavily directed to fun shit for influencers. And it's so stupid. I mean, for fuck's sake, I showed you guys a literal giveaway that they were having, and it was a few items that are what, not even $1,000 tops. Meanwhile, they're giving several thousands of dollars in free products to influencers who are rich as fuck already. Like, it's gonna get tiring when you don't have a balance between each, giving fun stuff to influencers and also giving back to consumers and community.
We wanted to share Poppi with creators across the US who are hosting Super Bowl parties for their friends and their family. Creator marketing has always been a staple of Poppi's brand since we launched in 2020. But I know that it's you, our community, that has been the biggest part of our success.
Then act like it. I'm really fucking tired of brands saying like, we hear you. You guys are the biggest part. Yeah, no shit. Guys, like, Poppi makes stupid money and can drop millions of dollars on a Super Bowl ad because people keep buying it. But when you start neglecting them, in my opinion, in a video, like, people are not gonna fuck with that anymore.
As a female founder, I have always been so obsessed, and it's been a big passion of mine to get Poppi to as many people as possible. So after this weekend, as we've always done in the past and was always been part of the plan for all of our campaigns and all of our activations, it was always our intention to share these with you through marketing events, community pop-ups, and giveaways.
Now, I call bullshit on this, okay? And here's why. She's saying that this was always a part of the plan. If it was, number one, you would have been doing it during the Super Bowl. Like she has mentioned and was talking about, the Super Bowl is one of the biggest times to pretty much, expose people to products. I agree. Therefore, if that was true and this was all part of the plan, you would have done something else or had more consumer connected marketing in there. but you didn't. So that's why I don't believe. I think that this is a crock of shit. I think she got caught up. I think she typed something into ChatGPT and said, whoop, let me put this out there. This is such a lazy response. And that's why I don't feel bad when it comes to people calling out companies like this. And I'm tired of it. Like, Poppi is a good product. I do like it. I have drank it a lot before. I think it's yummy, but it's irritating to me when brands lack such self-awareness that they won't sit and go, damn, our majority demographic who spends hard-earned money on us is not receiving our marketing. It's not good then. And for some people that said, well, it's still a successful marketing campaign. If you have to correct a marketing campaign and get the message across by making a response video, it was a failed marketing campaign, okay? Marketing doesn't 100% mean just people viewing you. That doesn't mean anything necessarily. Sure, there are impressions, but if the impressions and views are negative and people don't actually like you as much or have a bad taste in their mouth, then you failed. This isn't connecting with people, and I don't actually think that they had that plan all along.
But one of the things that has made Poppi so successful is that we listen to you and our community. We can always learn and do better. These vending machines will be a part of the brand for years to come, and we want to work with you guys to get them out to the places you'd like to see them out in the world, right? So we hear you. So like, help us nominate your friends, your family, your favorite teacher's lounge, your sorority, your fraternity, whatever it is, wherever you guys want.
And this is where I think they fucked up right here in this response, is the fact that she's asking for people to nominate locations. It wasn't part of the plan. This is so out of touch and the worst way to respond when you get caught up on controversy. And this was also originally your plan, as you claim it was. You would have already had lists of places you were gonna do it. This is so stupid. It just made me so mad because I'm like, how is it that this is a part of your plan, but you're asking people to tell you where to put these machines? Huh? Like, you would have had a game plan written out if this was already something that you were involved with heavily. I don't believe that in the slightest. And it just kind of irks me because you shouldn't be like, guys, what do I do? You should take responsibility. Hire a better hire somebody that would tell you how to respond better, because this is a shitty response in my opinion.
Poppi to show up, and let's get Poppi to the masses, because at the end of the day, we are a brand just trying to revolutionize soda for the next generation and bring joy to you guys through Poppi. So I appreciate you, and we hear you.
Now, real quickly, I am going to insert my own TikTok here showing you how I responded, just to give you just a little extra information.
Our plans to the price tag of $25K, which is not what it costs, and that is not true.
Hi, I want to come and respond to the founder and just talk about this a little bit more. The founder finally responded to the Poppi situation, which is good, but I still have a couple things that I want to kind of make clear. It's really annoying to me how we're finally addressing the thing of, oh, we're connecting with the community we want to now. Why wasn't that involved with the original marketing for the Super Bowl? Because, I mean, as people say, that is the biggest time to market off things. So how come we didn't have more connection and we had way more focus on sending big gifts to influencers? Another thing, I don't really give a fuck if the machine was $3,000. I really don't give a rat's ass if it's $25,300. It's still an expense that's so stupid. Shipping a machine like that and catering specifically to content creators over finding a creative way of connecting with the community is out of touch and dumb. Like, I'm not going to change my mind on that. And I made a YouTube video diving into all this shit, but one of the things that I specifically mentioned in there was how I think Poppi is one of the many brands, I think, where I don't believe their marketing is truly targeted to consumers. I think it's leaning so far to the point of where the marketing is targeted to entice influencers and wannabe influencers. And to me, that's just really disappointing, because I do like Poppi's products. I think that they have great, opportunities, but it's really weird to me how it's like the consumers are still an afterthought. And while yes, finally, I'm glad that they're like, oh, well, we're going to be doing more with the community. We're going to be giving back. Why is it that you have to be called out for you to finally do that? I mean, I fucking called it. I knew they were going to do this completely, but it's just a little bit disheartening because it's pretty damn obvious there's a heavy focus and weight on just specifically influencers. And I know influencer marketing is incredibly impactful. Like, I completely understand, but it's such a serious focus that it's not like even a healthy balance between focusing like on giving back to consumers versus catering to influencers. And I am saying this as a YouTube influencer who does this for a living. We shouldn't be seeing absolutely glamorous, crazy packages like this when I don't even see half of that effort for everyday consumers who spend their hard-earned money on it. until I see a little bit more similarity between the effort on each side, then I'm not gonna really take this response. I really hope Poppi does better, and I hope all brands that do this shit do better, because this is really just out of touch and stupid. I'm actually hoping that they have a good meeting and genuinely pay attention to this stuff. And I mean, shit, even if they go watch my YouTube video, go through the comments, see everything I said, like, there are a lot of good points that I think brands like Poppi need to be taking in, because this is stuff that should not be normalized and shouldn't be continuing from campaigns here on out. So I'm crossing my fingers, though. I am crossing my fingers that they do better and they get a little bit more creative, because I'm sorry, but this was a huge annoying flop, and that doesn't make people feel appreciated when you do shit like this. Now, to kind of wrap this up and continue on with this conversation, this is how I think that she should have responded. And I'm putting this out there because I really hope brands learn from this. I do. I hope brands learn to get more creative, but I also hope that brands learn how to take accountability. This is how she should have come up. She should have gotten right up and said, look, guys, I have been hearing a lot of things going on when it comes to our marketing campaign. And first things first, I just need to say, even though I thought that this was a good idea, even though our team thought it was a good idea, at the end of the day, this is my brand, this is my responsibility, I take full accountability. I could have a great intention with a marketing campaign, but I could totally miss the mark, and I want to just make it clear and say I am deeply sorry for that. 2, I'm going to let you know that we are taking everyone's feedback and we are taking full accountability for this. We are going to be doing things better, and this is exactly how we're going to do it, step by step. Additionally, Poppi could have also said, and by the way, we're going to be adding to our content a little bit more, and our marketing and social media team are going to kind of work together and create vlogs of how we connect with consumers, how we're going to be utilizing these machines, how we are going to be doing this, so that way you guys visually see that we are holding ourselves accountable and actually following through with what we say. We love our Poppi team. We're incredibly grateful for you guys, and we want to be doing better from here on out. I know mistakes happen, but at the end of the day, you guys were right. This should have been avoided. We kind of got caught up in influencer marketing, and for that, we want to let you guys know that we are going to be doing a hell of a lot better from here on out. I sit here and go, how is it that you are so fortunate to have a brand that people love, and you still lack the opportunity to just hold yourself accountable and be better? I don't understand that whatsoever. And what kills me is Poppi is such a creative brand as well, and a product like that is so cool. The marketing campaigns that you can involve people with is so crazy. You could do scavenger hunts, you could do fun pop-ups, you can connect with other brands, you can collaborate with other companies, you could do major giveaways, you can do there's so much that you could do to make this so damn cool. And I'm sorry, but to me, merch and Target is not enough to connect with an audience, right? Releasing a new flavor is not, it's fun, but I don't think it's enough. You got to do something to make people that are paying consumers go, Poppi gives a shit about me. And responses like this, I like to talk about when it comes to brands discussing themselves involved with controversy, because I think this is a wonderful example of what not to do. I think this is not a good way to respond to negative feedback. I think this is a way that you should be avoiding entirely, right? And I hope if any brand, anyone involved in marketing sees this, I hope someone is like, yeah, okay, we won't be doing that, because no one actually feels comforted or better after a negative situation when you respond like that. I mean, for example, a couple comments, actually, it was so funny. Wendy said, I think we sent our influencers slippers once. Yeah, if Wendy's is saying, hey girl, we haven't even dropped that much with like sending them products. Come on now. I think that's funny. Someone else said, did ChatGPT write this? Another person said 25,000 is not true. You're right, it was probably 30,000. Now, someone says Poppi equals Tarte Cosmetics of soda. Yeah, I agree with that. Another one says the blank stare while reading the script, which I'm also going to say it felt like you're reading a script. If you're trying to like apologize, the last thing you want to do is come across as if you're reading a script or you're not being genuine. That didn't feel genuine whatsoever, and it just did nothing but piss me off. And one more comment actually said, wait, I feel like this was a long-winded explanation of nothing. And I agree, because the aftermath of an apology, it's not going to always fix everything, right? Like, you're not always going to be able to win everyone back when you do have to apologize for something, but it should make people go, that's an apology. You know, you did fuck up, but you acknowledged everything, you're holding yourself accountable, and you're showing us how you're going to do that. That is what makes people feel better. Apologies should make a lot of your audience feel better about supporting you, and not make it to where they go, actually, I don't want to support you anymore. Because for me, I used to buy Poppi a lot, and now I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm an Olipop girl now, personally, because after this, I'm just like, unless you're going to better yourselves and I actually see your actions matching your words, I don't want to have anything to do with that, because to me, it's like Tarte Cosmetics, right? I remember Tarte Cosmetics has had a long laundry list of issues, problematic behaviors, and so much more. And back God, years ago when all this stuff happened, I immediately was like, I will never purchase Tarte Cosmetics again. I haven't since. I don't feel bad about it. I don't miss their products, no nothing. And that's what happens. These kinds of responses create long-term effects with your audiences, and it's exhausting. And people are tired of this kind of shit. So yeah, moral of the story, wasn't a big fan of that. I think they could do better. And I'm hoping people kind of just know that this was a half-assed response, in my opinion. There are many other products that you can purchase that are similar to Poppi, in my opinion, that are really good and have a hell of a lot better marketing. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out Wild Grain and link in the description below and pin comment if you guys want to try out some new products. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.